February 17th, Mark 2:13 to 3:6, verse 13. And he went forth again by the sea, and all the crowd came to him, and he taught them. 14. And passing on, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax office, and says to him, Follow me. And having arisen, he followed him. 15. And it came to pass, as he reclined at table in his house, that many tax gatherers and sinners were reclining at table with Jesus and his disciples, for they were many, and they followed him. 16. And the scribes and the Pharisees, having seen him eating with the tax gatherers and sinners, said to his disciples, Why is it that with the tax gatherers and sinners he eats and drinks? 17. And having heard, Jesus says to them, Not need have they who are strong of a physician, but they who ill are. I came not to call righteous ones, but sinners to repentance. 18. And were the disciples of John and those of the Pharisees fasting, and they come and say to him, Why the disciples of John and those of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples fast not? 19. And said to them Jesus, Can the sons of the bride chamber, while the bridegroom with them is, fast? As long as with them they have the bridegroom, they are not able to fast. 20. But will come days when will have been taken away from them the bridegroom, and then they will fast in those days. 21. And no one, a piece of cloth unfold, sews on an old garment, otherwise takes away the filling up of it new from the old, and worse a rent takes place. 22. And no one puts wine new into skins old, otherwise bursts the wine new. The skins and the wine is poured out, and the skins will be destroyed, but wine new into skins new is to be put. 23. And it came to pass that he went on the Sabbath through the cornfields, and began his disciples their way to make, plucking the ears. 24. And the Pharisees said to him, Behold, why do they on the Sabbath that which is not lawful? 25. And he said to them, Never did you read what did David, when need he had, and hungered he, and those with him? 26. How he entered into the house of God in the days of Abiathar the high priest, and the loaves of the presentation ate, which it is not lawful to eat, except for the priests, and gave even to those who with him were. 27. And he said to them, The Sabbath on account of man was made, not man on account of the Sabbath. 28. So then, Lord is the Son of Man also of the Sabbath. Chapter 3, verse 1. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was there a man withered, having his hand too. And they were watching him, whether on the Sabbath he will heal them, in order that they might accuse him. 3. And he says to the man who withered had the hand, Arise and come into the midst. 4. And he says to them, Is it lawful on the Sabbaths to do good, or to do evil, life to save, or to kill. But they were silent. 5. And having looked around on them with anger, being grieved at the hardness of their heart, he says to the man, Stretch out your hand. And he stretched out it, and was restored, his hand sound as the other. Verse 6. And having gone out, the Pharisees immediately with the Herodians counsel took against him, how him they might destroy.